Hi guys, welcome to Core and Stretch Friday afternoon with me, Bella. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're going to get going. You don't need any equipment today, just your body, your mind and your presence. So before you start, make sure that if you have any injuries, if you're pregnant, to take your time. You know that I always try and give you lots of options. So take the option. And if it doesn't feel right, if your neck is sore or your back, anything like that, just come out of the exercise or the stretch and reset. Go at your own pace and let's get started. We're going to bring our feet into hip distance apart and we're going to start a little bit with our breathing. So I want you to place your fingers onto the side of your ribs. So you should really try and feel for where your ribs are. Body awareness is so important in anything that we do, especially exercise. So find the side of your ribs, relax your shoulders, and you can close your eyes for this. I promise I'll still be here when you open them. We're going to take a deep breath in. So we're going to inhale, and I want you to expand through your side rib. Push your ribs out to your hands, to your fingertips, and we want to expand, open the ribs, and then close the ribs. And as you close, you should actually feel like you're closing and everything is connecting. Side rib drawing together and belly button is lifting up and across. Let's do a few more like that. So deep breath in. And then we want to count to about a 5 to 4 as we exhale. Now it's hard for me to do as I'm talking, but hopefully you can count yourself. We want to expand, inhale through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth. And once you've got that feeling of expansion and contraction, just relax your hands by the side. Just draw your shoulders back and down. If your eyes are closed, just relax and maybe look about a meter in front. Relax your eye in front of you and take a few more deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Never really understood why breathing is so important, and the more training I do, the more important that our breathing is. So I really encourage you to stay with this breath pattern and focus a little bit on that expansion and contraction throughout the class. All right guys, on the next inhalation and exhalation, we're going to come to a heel rise. Slowly, and on the next one, once you've got that done and organized your body into a really nice position, point your fingertips and come to a heel rise here. We're going to do 4 more. So focusing a little bit on your balance today. Balance, connecting to your core and feeling your body in space. Let's do 1 more. And then we're going to stay here. We're going to stretch your hand across and you're going to feel a little bit of a release through the side body. And then I also want you to step forward and come out to the side, stretching through the side body. So we're creating a C curve, working through your spine, moving your body in all different directions. So I'm just going to alternate. We're not going to hold it as much as I want to make it active. So we want to keep pulling that hand. Feel like you're pulling that hand out of that shoulder and lengthening through the side of the body. Reach, reach, reach. Let's do 3 more. Reach across. 1 more to each side. And coming back. All right, guys, we're going to work a little bit more on your balance. But before we do, let's start to activate through our legs. So nice and square through your hips. So you're going to face your hips forward, set your shoulders back, release your shoulders down and back, and then you're going to drop your knee. I'm going to move back so you can see me. We're going to do 4 here. So the focus is length at the front, strong through the back. Try not to drop your hip. I want you to have that awareness of what your hips are doing. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Now keep your hands on your hips. You're going to step forward, nice and strong through the back, and then I want you to draw your leg away from you as you come forward into a balance. So thinking of an L shape, and then don't just tap the leg down, you're going to lift your knee up to your chest. So reach away, lengthen that leg, keep your hips nice and square, and then draw that knee up. Think about those side ribs drawing together. Let's do 4 more. Your back is nice and strong. Your front knee is a little bit soft. 2 more. Reach. Let's do 1 more. Coming back. Now, on the next one, you're going to release your hands to the side, release the leg back, and come into a parallel position. We're going to do a little knee bend here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then swap sides, step back with the other leg. How you going, guys? So let's reset. Square through the hips. So if your hips and pelvis are set, your abs are strong, it makes everything else a lot easier. Let's go for 4, 3, look forward and keep your neck long. 2, 1, and then you're going to step forward and we're going to do that hinge. So hinging at that front hip, your hips are square, and then you're going to draw that knee to your chest, bring it up, release. So what your body wants to do is make it easier and avoid working through your glutes and your abs. And we want to try to compensate for that. So we really focus on keeping your hips square, keeping your pelvis level, keeping your hips level, and finding your balance and using those deep abdominal muscles for your balance. We're going to do 3 more. Stay focused. 2. This is our last one. And then we're going to bring your hands out to the side. Think aeroplane arms, reach away. And then soft knee for a mini squat. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And coming up, guys, well done. We're going to step back towards the end of your mat. And I want to think about really lengthening from the bottom to the top of your ribs. So we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to think long, and then we're going to imagine a big barrel, and we're going to hug that barrel. So instead of coming in close, I want you to instead reach over, round your back, tap the floor, and then look up. Elbows to the side rib, opening your heart, and then drawing your shoulders together at the back. Okay, so your heart up to the ceiling. Reach. Coming out, guys, well done. So really focus on reaching across. Your hips are reaching up to the sky. So when we come forward, think about your hips reaching to the sky. 2 more. 1 more. On the next one, we're going to stay down and we're going to try and stretch the back of your hamstrings, your legs. To do that, we want to try to go for straight legs. If you can't reach the floor, maybe you can come to your fingertips. So we're going to take a deep breath in, belly button back, and we're going to straighten both legs. We're going to look towards your toes, drop the head, and then we're going to bend and look forward. So bend your knees, look between your legs, and then lengthen the back of your legs as you look forward. Inhale, drop the chin and look forward. Let's do 3 more. So when you look forward, you want your heart to draw forward towards that wall. 2 more. 1 more. And then we're going to roll up. Come up. And let's roll 1 more time. And then we're going to step your hands away from your feet, coming into your plank position. I want you to tuck your tail under. We're going to hold this plank. Option is you're going to come to your knees. Otherwise, flick your toes under and let's hold it here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips. Keep your feet and hands where they are. Look back towards your toes. And then we're going to alternate and bring one heel down at a time. Keep your hips lifting up. So you're not dropping down into it. Instead, you're lifting and drawing, shifting your hips up to the sky. 1 at a time. Nice work. All right, guys, from here, we're going to lift one leg up, and then you're going to open that hip and bend the knee slightly. And then you're going to square it off, straighten that leg, and then draw your knee forward. So this time we're going to keep the hip square. Look to your fingertips as you come forward. Let's do 3, 2, 1 more. And on the last one, we're going to bring that leg in front and take a seat, sitting up. I want you to draw that leg away from you and just sit up for a moment. Feel the stretch on your glute and the side of the leg. And if you like this, if you want to stay here, stay. Otherwise, if you like to go further, just reach forward. Take a deep breath in, relax your shoulders, and you can even draw your forehead down. So fold your hands in front and just let your forehead come down for a little rest. When you're ready, let's bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. So we're going to get ready for a little plank. And we're going to swap sides. So you're going to tuck your back toe under, push the mat away, you're lifting back into the plank. We're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to do the same on the other side. So lift the other leg, open the hip up first, square the hip, straighten the leg, and then reach forward. 1, 2, 3. Last one. And on the next one, we're going to draw that leg, come in, take a seat, get comfortable, fix yourself up, and release. So thinking of drawing this hip down. So you're getting a nice stretch on the front of your hip flexor there. And then just walk your hands away from you and release to the floor. Well done, guys. So we're ready to work a little bit more into our core. And we're going to do it sitting up. So what we want to do is bring your leg in front. You're going to bring your knees, bend your knees, and we're going to take a seat. Now, we're going to work, or we're going to think about your hips. So we're going to take a deep breath in, and you're going to draw your hips away from your thighs, and then come back. So think about where your hips are, and maybe if you need to find them, I want to try and work against the gravity. So we want to try and create space. Really important when we work our core, instead of compressing, we want to lengthen and strengthen. So again, draw the hips away from your thighs. See if you can reach the waistband of your pants or your shorts, and then come back up. So what you don't want to do is lean with your shoulders like this, loading. You want to instead draw the hips away from your thighs, reach down to your waistband, and then pull yourself forward. Let's do 4 more. So you want to use your abdominals, lower abs to work. So instead of using the hip flexors, pulling into your hip flexors, relax the hip flexors. Let's get the arms out now. As we come up, we're going to reach forward. Inhale, tuck your tail under, come back, and release. We're going to do 1 more. And then we're going to think about swimming. So we're going to reach up and swim through some deep water and reach the hands. So circle the arms. We're going to do 4. So we want to try and hold this position. 3, 2, 1 more. And then we're going to reach to come up. Let's roll all the way down. Draw your hips away from your thighs. Reach down to your waistband, and then middle, back, and upper back. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands up, and slowly roll back up. Reach, let's do 1 more all together. Reach, reach, reach. This time we're going to straighten the legs and just have a nice stretch through your body, reaching your fingertips away. Flex your feet and roll back up. All right, here, I want you to bring your legs out towards the sides of your mat. Find your sitting bones. So again, lengthen. And we're going to bring your hands out to the side, shoulders back and down, and we're going to do the saw. So we're going to try and imagine we're squeezing out, wringing out water from a towel. So that's the same sort of visual imagery we want to use here. Twist and then come back. Try to relax through your shoulders, and if you need to, you can bend your knees. Inhale, exhale. One more. Other side to finish. And then we're going to come out to the side. We're going to chop our pinky as we reach your palm up to the sky and see if you can come a little bit further down. So folding, coming up, looking forward to the middle, and then going across to the other side. So reach, coming up. So as you do it, as you come forward, think of drawing your hips away and drawing your belly button back. So you're still working through your core as you're stretching. One last one. Coming back. All right, this time we're going to bring your hands in front and we're going to try to reach towards our toes, but imagining that there is something in front. So we can't go flat, we have to stay up and reach. When we're reaching here, we're going to now bring your hands up to the sides of the ears and reach to the corner of the room further. Really working through the middle of the back, and then we come back. So middle of the back is that's where you're going to feel it the most. So inhale, reach forward, and then bring your hands up towards the corner or the corners, and then sit up. One more. Deep breath in, reach. And come back, guys. This time, let's bend the knees, and we're going to come into our kneeling or resting position. You're going to have your elbows underneath, palms down. We're going to now do a little bit of a tail tuck and then tilt your hips forward. And then we're going to find our position. So I want you to draw the sacrum, which is the cartilage at the bottom of your spine, down to the mat. So if you look at your belly, you're going to tuck your tail under and we're going to hold it there. We're going to take a deep breath in, draw everything down, and then we're going to lift one leg into tabletop and then the other one. I really like this position because it doesn't strain your neck and you're still going to work through the core. So we're going to reach to the end of the mat, tap your toe, and then come back. So think of reaching. 4 to go. Focus on this position here. Try not to bring your hips forward. We're going to do 3, 2, 1 more, and then let's tap. Sorry, draw the leg away, not tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hold this leg out, and then this one's going to tap. So try to balance through the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that one back, straighten the other one, and then we tap. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and then we're going to let this leg come down. We're going to flex your foot, and then you're going to press away. 8, 7, your leg comes up. Think of it as a little bit of a kicking action. Have power in that leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we swap. So now flex the other foot. So remember, try to think of power up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Bend that knee, and then we're going to press ourselves up. So palms down, reach to come up, and then press your elbows down. So working through the middle. Leading with your sternum. You can bring your hands slightly further back if it feels better, and let your legs relax. 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 1 more, and then your hands are up. Walk them slightly back. Your hips are going to come up to the sky now. to your head. Draw the shoulders together. Really feel a nice stretch on the front of your chest. And then you're going to bring your bottom back, tap it back, and then lift it back up. Let's do 4. 1. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Great for your upper body, this one. And then on the last one, we're going to come up, straighten those legs, and we're going to roll all the way down. Bring your knees in for a little hug. So both knees in, and then you're going to hug them to your chest and press the bottom down. We want you to think about your sacrum. So we're going to lift the bottom, and then you're going to press your sacrum down. And this is great not only for a lower back stretch because you're lengthening, but also drawing awareness to where we want to be on the floor, which is nice and stable to work through the middle here. 1 more. And then you're going to release the legs down. Have your hands on your hips. We're going to work our tailbone a little bit. So draw your hips forward and then relax it back. And really focus on releasing all that tension we hold in our hips and our pelvis. What happens is we hold tension in our shoulders and neck, but also in our hips. Our hips get tight. 1 more. And then we're going to bring one leg for a hug. The other one is going to just come away a little bit. So what I want you to do now is keep hugging this leg. You're going to think about keeping the sacrum down, and you're going to bring this leg into tabletop. And then you're going to draw this leg away, and then bring it back. 4, 3. Then lengthen through here, working from the middle. 1 more. And then we're going to come back. So this one is really finding the length and finding your position in this form. 3, lengthen. 2, 1 more. And then from here, keep the leg out. We're going to bring it up in front. I want you to hold it here, drop the other leg, and now you're going to reach your leg up to the sky. 1. It's a very small move. 2, without moving, lengthening. And now from here, we're going to draw this leg down and bring it back. Reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it down. Swap it to the other side. Also think about having a little bit of a turnout on your toes. So we go in and reach. 1. So this one can stay hugged or on the floor. 2. Sorry, let's go back. We're going to try to reach it up to the sky without lifting. So lengthening and releasing. And then we're going to come down. 1 more. Nice work. All right, guys, we're going to release the other leg down on the floor. We're going to now reach up towards your knee. So come up towards your knee. And then you're going to reach it away and bring it in. And if you want to, release your arms from behind your head and then come back. Reach. This time, see if you can keep yourself in this position, round it back and reach away. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Drop that leg. Let's do the other side. What we want to do here is think of a hollow body, rounded feeling. And then if you want to, have your hands here or here when you connect. So reach and connect. 3 to go. 1. I'm going to keep my hands behind. 2 and 3. So that was the single leg. Now let's move on to the double leg. We're going to take a deep breath in, hands behind, lift, draw your knees in for a hug, and you're going to try and reach towards your ankles. Your hands are going to lengthen, and you're going to draw both. 1. So try to maintain that same connection to the mat. 2. Together. As you come up, draw your elbows towards your knees, rising a little bit further. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3. One more. And give yourself a hug. Well done, guys. Now, keep your legs off the mat for me. Hands back. We're going to bring them back into tabletop. And then we're going to reach one, go across to the opposite knee, and then together. Nice and slow. We're going to do 8. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and coming down. Well done, guys. So release your hands down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. We're gonna get one leg down, or you can keep it bent, but you'll see why in a moment. This one is gonna reach up to the sky, and we're gonna draw some circles on the ceiling. So circle all the way. I'm gonna start small, and then we're gonna build it up and go all the way down and bring it back. If you want, have your hands on your hips. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and coming back to the middle, we're going to go out to the other side. Starting small. 4. Let's do one more. Then you're going to bend your knee. You're going to grab outside of your knee and draw it across your body. Your hands, the other hand is going to be in a T shape. And I want you to try, if you can, just take your time with this. See if you can release that knee all the way down and look to the other side. So releasing and then lifting, coming back, straightening that knee, and let's do the same on the other side. So bend it and then reach up. Now option is you can keep it bent if it feels better for you. This is really releasing your hips but working through your obliques as well. So find the position that's right for you. We're going to do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to reverse. So again, bend it and go in reverse or straight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee. Grab outside. Bring this hand to a T, and very slowly you're going to release this knee all the way across. And then just enjoy this great twist for your body. If you can't do this one well, the only way I can suggest is practice makes perfect. So work on some of these releases that we're doing here today. Now let's come back. We're going to use our upper body now. I want you to set your shoulders up and back and down. We're going to just practice what we want to do with our upper body. What's important here are those ribs. So I want you to relax the ribs, draw your belly button back, connect to the mat, your back is flat, and then you're reaching away. Don't go very far, and you're not dropping. I want you to try and control. And then we're going to do both legs into tabletop, starting with the left side, alternating sides, so on the same side of the body. Coming back. I want you to try and keep the back of your neck long, so draw your chin a little bit down to your chest like you're holding a piece of fruit, and then you're going to feel this length across the back. We're going to do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and let's bring the arms down, the legs one at a time. Okay, we're going to now imagine that there is a clock in front of us. We're going to lift our legs into tabletop, hands on your hips. We're going to start with your left, and it's going to 10 o'clock, and then coming back. The rest of your body doesn't move, so it's all about pelvic stability and isolation, because we're isolating this area, working through this side, thinking of opening up through the hip, releasing any tension, but also strengthening the core. Feel your sacrum pressing down. Maybe you've got your hands on your belly awareness through your form. Let's do 4 more. Very slow and precise movements, guys. So having that body awareness, mind-body connection. 2 more. And then we're going to zip up our inner thighs, glue them down, hands out by your sides. Now they're coming together. We're going to pause here, reach to the corner of the room, and then come back with straight legs. So bend. Imagine you're a mermaid and your legs is just one leg, one tail. Reach into the corner and then come back with straight legs. Inhale, reach. Now what you don't want to do is let the momentum take you. You want to control and work from the middle. 1 more. All right, guys, let's hold the legs here. Hands behind your head. We're going to curl. We're going to do 6, 5, 4, 3. Now, on the next one, we're going to add 1 leg lower as we come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stay here, guys. We're going to have a little stretch before we stretch through the back of the legs before we do variations on the scissors, okay? So 1 leg comes up, 1 leg goes down, and we're stretching. So you'll see if you can grab above your calf there, and let's swap. And then let's see if we can now combine that into an exercise. Level 1 is your tapping here. 8, 7, 6. Otherwise, reach up, get your hands up to your ankles, reach down, little pulse, and then we swap. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and relax. Guys, your legs are still as one. We're going to draw them from one side to the other. So just release your lower back. Catch your breath. Take some deep breaths. And now we're going to do the same move, but you're going to bring your legs out to the side and drop them down. So this is going to release your hips a little bit. Moving from one side to the other. Nice work, guys. Let's do 2 more. And then we're going to bring our knees in for a hug. Chin up, and we're going to roll out. We're going to come back into a kneeling position. So facing the front, I want you to tuck your tail under and bring 1 leg out to the side. So staying nice and strong through the middle. Bring your hands behind and we're going to go across and then pull ourselves back up. 6 here. 1, 2. So really working through our mid. Reach away a little bit as you come out to the side. 2 more. 1 more. And then we're going to swap sides. So we're going to bring this leg back. Bring the other one. Tuck your tail under. Think nice and long and strong through here. We're going to go across. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well done, guys. Now, staying here, we're just going to shift our body to face the mat and we're going to come into all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You're going to draw your hips down, draw your tailbone away and look up. And then when you exhale, tuck your tail under, look between your legs and create space through here. So lift your spine up and then release. So as you look forward, think about bringing your hips to the mat and then reversing. Now we're going to set our back into a neutral spine. We're going to Imagine a tray of coffees on your back. You don't want the coffees to spill, so keep it nice and set. Bring one leg out, flex your toe and lift. 4 here. 3, 2, 1. And then now point your toe, think of length, and lengthen your hand to the opposite direction and we reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we bring out to the opposite direction. 4. Only go as far as you can without moving your core. 3, 2, 1 more. And let's bring it back and do the same. So we first flex the foot, set your pelvis, set your core and lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we point the toe and point your fingers in opposite direction. 3 to go. 1 more. And coming back. Flick your toes under. Belly button strong, shoulders back and down. Let's hover. And we're going to hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back. We add on. So hover again, and then we're going to bring one hand to the opposite shoulder. So let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knee and come into your kneeling position. You're going to bring one leg in front. Tuck your tail under and reach it forward. So thinking of a nice stretch through your hip flexor. Now reach forward, and if you've got something to lean on, here, grab something because you might need it. We're going to grab your toe and then get that hip forward. So thigh stretch. So this is a great one for those that get a little bit of a tight hip flexor and tight through the thighs. Keep the other knee drawing out a little bit. And look forward. Let's count to 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to release. This time, bring your hands by your foot. Flick your toe under and then lift that knee up. We're going to look forward and then reach up towards the bent leg. Open your heart to the ceiling and come back. Let's do that 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop the knee. Come up into your kneeling position. Hands back on your hips, and then you're going to stretch that front leg through the back. So without moving your pelvis, bring your body over that leg. Weight over, and then you'll feel a stretch. Make sure your hips are square. And let's do the other side, guys. So swapping sides. Tuck your tail under. Stretching that hip flexor first. Relax the shoulders. Remember, if you need something to lean on, maybe get a bit closer to the coffee table. This one is a bit tighter for me. So grab. Lean into that stretch. Feel your muscle lengthening. And hopefully with each breath, releasing. Drop it down. Bring your hands down by your foot. The back leg is going to lift now. If you need to keep it down, the knee down, feel free to do that. You're going to look forward and then reach. Bring the hand down. Let's do it. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. 1 more. Drop the knee, come back into your kneeling position, and then flick that heel up, hands on your hips reaching over. Only go as far as you can. Feel that stretch, and then see if you can go a little further. Nice work, guys. We're going to take a step up, bringing both feet to the mat. Let's take a deep breath in. Before we finish, we're going to do a nice roll down and release your head and shoulders. So rolling down, you're going to fold your hands in half, walk your feet out a little bit further, deep breath in. We're going to relax the shoulders and we're going to nod your chin. We're saying yes, yes, yes. And then no, no, no. Your sitting bones are lifting up towards the sky, and just hold this position. And then from here, give yourself a little hug, folding in half, releasing. Take a deep breath in, guys, and rolling up towards the sky, bringing your hands back forward and saying thank you so much for watching my video today. Stretch and core with Bella. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next week. Gladys.
Fuck that. I just saw Pilates with Yvonne.
What? As the thing?
But yes, Gladys.
Gladys. Do we?